Okay, I think I got lighting a little bit better. Um, I usually like to be outside if I've got my choice, but I am working on an area inside to do this stuff. I did one video, but um, it didn't suit me. Too many things. So I'm tweaking it up a little bit in there and looking at doing some other things, but it's just uh this stuff it just doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal. All I want to do is get information out, and I've been doing it by Facebook, but it just I kind of want to keep my crap off Facebook. Just use it as a social thing. I mean, I tend to, post a few things here and there, but trying to back off on it. Anyhow, this Virginia thing, seemed like they were trying to get something started, but being that everybody's kind of awake and kind of know their game plan, it's fucking them up every time. It's just, they put an ad in the paper, and I guess they have been doing it for years and years. Who the hell knows? But a lot of people that research and stuff, they picked up on it, and of course the government took down Backpage because on child trafficking or underage sex trafficking, and then they do a lot of stuff through. They were communicating a good bit through Backpage and Craigslist. And it's like I was doing the coding, hit on the coding a little bit. I mean, they have to find ways to communicate where, NSA, just like they have CIA, and then the White Hats have NSA. They have to have a way to communicate and not have it listened to or recorded. But anyhow, funny about that, there was a plane, I'm going to get to that in a minute, that's been flying around out there around Virginia, and I think it's gathering intel for the White Hats, they had a great thing today, and they had a bunch of people up there talking. They tried to corral them in that freaking shooting box or whatever the fuck they call it. But the Patriots are, people ex-military, or don't even have to be ex-military, just a patriot, just have sense, and don't want to get walked over and our rights just get stomped to the freaking ground. They're not stupid, and most of them like, shit, I ain't going in that freaking gate. I think some people did, but most of them stayed outside the gate and had their freaking guns and shit. And I don't know, that may have scared Aunt T Fakist, or I can't say their name there again. They got these names, the tech freaking companies need to get their shit together. If they're not gonna be for the company, they need to freaking, government needs to just take it over or something, because there's so many words that we can't even use. I mean, I just started. I barely, people barely watch it or whatever. I mean, and that's fine, because it's just in a way for me to, get out what I want to talk about, and then I'm not on Facebook just bip, 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 bip. It actually saves me a little bit of time. When I get better at this, it'll probably save me a good bit of time, and it's just, and if people listen to it and share it or whatever, fine. And I know it's been real rough. I mean, shit, trying to learn this stuff. And I'm not good at talking in front of people or talking in front of freaking goddamn, talking to nobody right now, I mean, it's you feel kind of stupid. But anyhow, all right. So Northam didn't even show up, punk ass. He's the one that started all this crap, and gets goddamn nation all up in a freaking war, and that asshole don't even show up. Yeah, I mean, what a piece of shit. So that just shows, he's a punk. He ain't worth a shit. I mean, if he was half a fucking man, he would at least come and fucking spoke and said, hey, I don't like you having your guns for so. Speak your freaking mind at least. Come out there. You want to goddamn get in front of CNN and act like you're goddamn Mr. Hulk or some bullshit. And then you got regular people come up there, don't want to goddamn listen to your bullshit, and they ain't as stupid as you fucking put on that they are, and you're afraid to go talk to them. That's about how all of them are, as far as I'm fucking concerned. So, he didn't show up. Didn't bring his bullshit around. But, he had to try to, fabricate a bunch of shit, and they do that all the time, too, What's this? They arrested 3 people and they showed a dude from Canada. I don't think dude freaking knows anything about the Patriot movement. He looks like goddamn some druggie that, they picked up out of a concert or something up there. I mean, I don't know. Fuck, really? And then they show all this shit trying to have a background on this bass. The bass. Oh, that's a tough sounding freaking group if I ever heard one. The freaking bass. Yeah, okay, the bass. And then I was watching, and man, we got so many good anons out there. I do a good bit of research, but there's some people out there that are freaking, god dang, they're busted. And like, some shit will come out, and these anons will jump on that shit, and they'll do their freaking research, and I know everybody's seen it. 45 minutes, they goddamn showing they're full of shit or pulling up stuff, and in the deep state, these damn Democrats and the bad Republicans and everything, they can't fucking stand it. They can't stand it. They're like, these people are supposed to be stupid. What the fuck's going on here, And actually kicking their freaking ass because they're stupid. The only reason they got away with what they did was because they had the media that was, banging their drum. Shit, you can do anything, have goddamn the whole media behind you, I guess. And that's what they did because they're looking real stupid now. I mean, they just are. So, they arrest 3 dudes and they said they're in some freaking, I guess they're Nazis or something. He didn't look like a Nazi. A dude freaking had hair and shit. Didn't have no tattoos. Couldn't they have picked a better freaking person, to fake if, fuck, really? And I posted this morning because the first thing I woke up, I go through, a few things while I'm drinking my coffee and seeing who's hitting on what. And one dude, Munder, he had, and, I think, he's this and that, I take a little bit from everybody if I can. But he posted the dictionary definition of Al-Qaeda is the base. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? God dang, really? They're that stupid. Because we all know who funded Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Frickin' McCain is shaking hands all with them and shit. I mean, god dang. Yeah, okay, so this is the base. This is part of Al-Qaeda. Another one of frickin' deep state frickin' jobs. And they can't even hide this shit good. It's supposed to be a worldwide freaking organization that has 45 people in it. I bet you any money 40 of them are freaking fake. And then 5 of them are just like this Joe Blow they dragged out of a freaking concert or whatever. Alright, so that's a fail. It's going to fail, and I'm sure we're going to hear a hell lot more about it. Yeah, and the crisis actors, yeah, they even give them a raise. Hell, I think last time out there in California, they were paying them like 125 plus a bag lunch, and hell, they must be getting desperate. They're like getting like $250 and $50 for lunch. I guess they ain't like the bag lunches or whatever. Hell, I don't know. Frickin' goddamn crazy son of a bitches. That's all I can say. So, oh yeah, Antifarce, can't say their freaking name either. Oh yeah, we're all, hardworking Americans, own property and everything. We don't freaking do nothing. We probably, most of us ain't had a traffic ticket in freaking years, and we're the bad guys. But you can't say freaking Antifarce. You can't say the real name because they're protected by the freaking tech companies and the media and the Democrats and the freaking Bush Republicans. I don't just blame this shit on one side. It's both sides. It's both sides. I had it kind of with a guy that and people that are on my Facebook, they seen it, they know it. I don't kiss nobody's freaking ass. I don't care if they're freaking on shit on my group as far as where we're researching and stuff. If they come up with some bullshit, I'm calling them on it. And he did. I mean, he's like, well, why are you black people? I say, it ain't black and white, dude. I mean, I'm kind of thinking he's a freaking fake MAGA. I mean, I really am. And that's how I look at everything for what it is. I mean, I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass just because he's supposed to be on our team or whatever, which it should be, where we come one, we come all. It should be everybody. I mean, I believe in that. And skin color, nothing ever makes it. It's character. It's fucking character. Am I perfect? Fuck no. I mean, I'm drinking a little bit of whiskey here and there, and, but, all in all, shit, I always try to do the right thing, I say I'm fucking 90% good, I guess. And I'm trying to always do better. I mean, I think that's what we should always try to do. Alright, so there was actually a spy plane that was running around. It was a U.S. Air Force U-28 military spy plane that was circling that area for the last few days. I don't know if it still is or not, but it was circling Richmond. In my kind of backside or back channel type of thinking, I think the White Hats, NSA, see, the NSA's military intelligence, I think I covered this before. CIA, they did the Kennedy thing. They are from Project Paperclip. You can research all this, and the CIA is what we need to get rid of. But anyhow, I think it was NSA. I know it had to be White Hats anyhow, and they were probably getting all the communications with Northam and all his Marxist type, followers or whoever his freaking compadres are, or whatever. They probably got shit on them. In fact, I think they got people. White Hats are infiltrated into Antifats. I don't know what to call them. I can't say their names. So Antifacists or whatever. Okay, I do that. Okay, and we're supposed to have infiltrators in there, and they didn't seem to show up. But there was one board that I was on, and I was kind of on and off because I was getting stuff done around the house and stuff. But these girls that was on this board, they were watching Twitter, and they were freaking on it because they caught that they were doing a hashtag. What's the fucking hashtag? I got it right here. Damn it. Oh, hashtag fascist spotted. And that's what these brilliant facts. God dang it. I wish we could say her freaking name. All right. Anyhow, that's what they were using. Oh, yeah, that's some James Bond shit right there, ain't it? Oh, yeah. Fascist spotted. Hashtags fascist spotted. At a McDonald's. At a Dunkin' Donuts. And it's like, oh, there's a big guy, too. Oh, fuck. Really? This is what we got to deal with? This is the deep state's best they got, right? Fuck. Yeah. Alright. I'm not even gonna talk about that no more. I don't even like talking to son of a bitches. But I do think that they could have been the white hats could have had their eyes on them when their buses come in. They might lock their ass up anyhow. I ain't never seen some of bitches causing no crap unless they went to McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts and I don't know, try to start some shit. Dumbasses. Alright. Then there's some weird shit going on. And this week, through the back channels, and I'm going to tell you what I think through the back channels because I think I got good connections. People that know me and have followed me, I very rarely have I been wrong on stuff because I try to be careful. You know, I really do. And if I'm speculating, I'll freaking say it. You know, I'll say, well, maybe this will happen, maybe not. I don't know. But you got to speculate. I mean, if y'all don't know it yet, we're at war. We've been at war ever since Trump was inaugurated. They've been trying to kill his ass and they can't. But we've been at war. And you're going to learn about it. You're going to learn about it. And that's what I don't want to pump myself up because I don't look at it like, in fact, I feel stupid when I fucking do this shit. But I feel like I have to. I feel like I've got the knowledge. I'll put it out there. If it can help anybody, fine. If somebody says it's full of shit, I'll fuck all that shit. You know, I'm going to go back to, you know, doing my thing. Fine. You know, I mean, all I'm doing is just taking my time. I'm not getting paid for shit. Probably won't ever. Just trying to put information out. That's it. But, okay. Military Carrier Strike Force Group 4 between the 16th and the 24th. So, they've been doing this. GPS test and it's showing a big circle and it goes from Cuba, you know, all the way out the ocean and up through the states and back around. You might can find it, I don't know, but it goes all the way up to DC through Virginia and then, you know, all the way around Kentucky and back down and then but the circumference goes all the way around Cuba and wraps around DC. Which when anything happens around Cuba, it kind of, you know, sends a flag up for me. They may be having a hell of a bunch of flights going to freaking Gitmo, and they just don't want it to be noticed. Could be anything, but it was between the 16th and 24th, so they've done it before. It's not like they're supposed to, I wouldn't say that general area, and they are doing other areas I'm going to cover just a second. But they do it periodically, but this is a weird time. I mean, when you're doing all this stuff, coincidences, you know, they say there's no coincidences. And when you start doing deep research and stuff, you start to begin to think, yeah, probably not. But they have them in the Southwest, same thing right now. I guess it's going the same time. And And what this does is it's a GPS. They call it a GPS test, but fuck, it's probably a full fucking just say that if you're at war and you got your tech out there in full force, you're doing GPS freaking jamming, you're doing fucking communication gathering, jamming, boom. You got them planes out there, that's what the fuck you're doing. It's a full military operation is what it is. And it's on our border, about covering the whole fucking border, and it's covering the whole southeast. And that's what I see. I don't see anything else right now. But that's just kind of curious with all the shit that's going on. They're talking about another freaking caravan coming up and everything. Another curious thing. On Zero Hedge, they're saying that the FBI, which I half-ass trust the FBI. I mean, god dang, hard to trust anybody nowadays. But I mean, I figure we got to have some people on our side. So, the military, NSA, FBI. Now it's been re-freaking done. I mean, everybody's got their opinion about what's his face running the fucking thing. But, I mean, I'm leaning towards FBI's on our side. But anyhow, they said, I've never heard of this before either. And I was in the military. I went airborne, jumped out of airplanes. I was in the Ranger Battalion. I've never heard of this shit before. Eminent domain. FBI has eminent domain on all high-end night vision tubes or scopes. Means they're taking every one that's freaking made, period. And if it's on the freaking, if you had one that's at your freaking gun shop, you better fucking run and get that son of a bitch, because they'll have freaking Joe freaking smartass, he'll fucking yank that shit real quick, because they're going after all of them. That's just surprising to me. A lot of times I don't get too surprised. Just like I said, just relax. In my last video, I said, everybody's getting all wound up and just fucking relax. I'm not saying that nothing's going to happen. I mean, but they want us all wound up and shit, Just research, just freaking learn or talk or listen to my bullshit. I try to get out as much information as possible. I'm still going to try to get to the Guidestones this week and Thursday, in case somebody is wanting to know when I was going to go. Also, I was going to try to get to what they call Kettle Creek, which is interesting because it's not that far from here. I just been freaking... you know how it goes. You just freaking can't find time. It's like time sped up or something. I don't know. It's freaking me out. But anyhow, I want to get out of there. Kettle Creek. Believe it or not, it's the Patriots stopped Britain in a revolution. At least in this area. See, Washington, Georgia, which isn't far from here. This is a preview. I'll cover this shit when I go out there. But Washington, Georgia was supposed to be the treasury of the Confederates. Supposed to be the bank, I reckon. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit more research. I'm going to try to be a lot more exact on it. But it's pretty neat. I've been there once, and it amazed me, really. Even then, and I wasn't even, what you call awake or whatever. I was just a typical freaking redneck. It doesn't matter, redneck. I'm from up north, so I'm fucking Yankee. I'm a Yankee redneck, or damn Yankee. I guess that's what I am. But anyhow, it wasn't like anything, like I was like researching a bunch of shit. But I was up there, and it's like amazed me. I was like, God dang, this is freaking. I didn't know this was here, and I read it. I'm not gonna go over it now, but it is pretty freaking wild. I'll do it when I get up there. Frick hell. Um. Let me see if there's anything else. I think this week might have some things going on. I wish I had more solid information on it, and I would bring it to you. And anytime if I do find something, and maybe I just throw out a 2 or 3 minute video for anybody that's gonna watch my videos, I'll try to do it because I do have some good sources. So anyhow, that's it. My freaking fire's gone out anyhow, and I'm gonna tell y'all I'm out.